February the 12th, 2019. Clerk, please call the roll.
Calling the roll, Mr. Gallagher.
Here.
Mr. Schron.
Here.
Ms. Conwell.
Present.
Mr. Jones.
Here.
Ms. Brown. Ms. Stevens.
Present.
Ms. Simon.
Here.
Ms. Baker.
Here.
Mr. Miller.
Here.
Mr. Tuma.
Here.
And Council President Brady. You have a quorum.
Thank you. Pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes, Mr. President. Ms. Kimberly Brown, if you'll step up to the podium.
Greetings, County Council persons, and of course, President Dan Brady. This evening, I want to brief talk about the advisory committee that was appointed by the county executive, Mr. Armand Budish. Let us remind us that this is Black History Month. Remember Pastor Vernon Johns of Dexter Baptist Church in Alabama, in Montgomery, Alabama. He was actually the pastor prior to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He stated while he was pastor that sometimes it's necessary to get involved in a good fight. He also said that most times it's best that we rock the boat, because when you rock the boat, you can actually shake off things and issues that don't belong. You can actually stabilize the court. Then we got to remember Shirley Chisholm. Shirley Chisholm, of course, was the first Black woman elected to serve in the United States Congress. She was also an educational consultant for the Division of Daycare out of New York City. She also became known as an authority on issues involving early education and child welfare. Ms. Chisholm once stated that if they don't give you a seat at the table, you got to bring your own chair. It brings me to this point. Almost a year ago, a group of activists under the partnership of Donna Walker Brown brought their blankets, tents, and demands in front of the Department of Children and Family Services regarding the death of 4-year-old Anaya Day Garrett. Myself, Al Porter Jr. of Black on Black Crime, we brought the folding chairs to the corporate boardroom. Not only did we make demands of the county executive, Mr. Armand Budish, we also submitted a 16-point policy proposal on how the county can better do business in effort of saving our children and our family. We met weekly, we served in due diligence, and as community activists, we made a vow to partner with the county elected officials and public officials in order to improve the quality of life that the department served. It is very unfortunate that a couple of weeks ago, we read in the Plain Dealer that 10 individuals was appointed to the advisory committee. And when we found it to be a slap in the face when it comes to community activists. We had asked Mr. Armand Budish, as well as County Councilwoman Yvonne Conwell, to at least consider 3 community activists to be on this board. Well, it was brought to our attention that Mr. Budish and Ms. Wisekettle, who's the director of the Department of Children and Family Services, that they made their own appointment. And as we looked at the appointment of the people who were appointed, we realized that they're not activists. Is my time up? They're not activists. So let me just say this. Mr. Budish, you violated our trust. You violated our trust. We worked with you. We supported you. We were there for you. And you let us know that it didn't matter what we did for you. You didn't care. You appointed people who did not attend the touring sessions. You appointed people who did not fight a good fight for a whole year. You appointed people who did not have any sweat equity in this fight. And we're going to ask County Council tonight to suspend the vote to approve the 10 people that Armin Budish appointed. It's not right, and it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that the County Council and that the operations of Armin Budish is business as usual. In the street, we call it grand larceny. In college, we call it plagiarism. And in church, we say the devil is sure enough busy. And we're tired, Mr. Budish. It's time to do right by these people. And it's time to make sure that the Department of Children and Family Services operate in openness, clarity, and transparency. Thank you.
Mr. Kareem Hinton.
Good evening, Council, Administrator. I'm just here real simple today, not here to raise any cane or anything like that. I'm here because as an agent for change in regards to bail reform, we find that there are issues. We feel that bail reform would be part of what would cure some of the ills that we have in regards to the county jail. We have had folks from a national organization called the Bail Project come here to Cleveland to actually gain access, to see what they can do to start what they're doing in different places nationally. They want to work through some of us here that are vested in the community and have been here, and they want to actually utilize a system that bails people out that are in jail just because they're poor. I don't know if you're aware of the statistics, but the way it is this, is that 85% of the people who are in the county jail are in there, still in there, they languish in there because they're poor. They don't have the money. And so with that being understood, if you have folks that want to come in and start to have post-arraignment screenings where we can talk to those folks, find out what resources that they need, and also provide them with court reminders, these folks will be back in court. It's already been proven in the places where this has been implemented, places that this has been implemented, they found that over 95% of the people come back and utilize the courtroom process. And that's without so-called skin in the game. Their money's not on the line, but they're able to continue to be at their jobs. They're able to tuck their kids, in at night. They're just able to live a, regular life. If they have an addiction, if we have access to them and they have an addiction, for example, we're able to help channel them toward the proper services. We're able to give them bus passes so that they make it in. So there is something in play. There's no use in recreating the wheel. There are things that we're doing that we're able to do. There's assistance we'll be able to provide where we can kind of work in tandem. We can work hand in hand. We're hoping that you'll utilize this. If you want to talk to me afterwards or want to reach out and talk to some of the folks that are doing this nationally, please do. Because right now we don't think that it's, fair that folks are languishing in jail just because they're poor. And we hope that you understand that those folks are your constituents. You serve them too. Maybe they just made a mistake. So we hope that you'll take this opportunity and help us help them and help us help you help them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Liu?
Good evening. Well, I just heard two people talking about something which are kind of related to my issue here. Let's go back to January, the Saturday before Martin Luther King Day. That particular Saturday, that was not pleasant for me either. I did tell you before that we had a security hired by YWCA at shelter, and there's a particular officer actually will played with the people staying there to make them at fault. So she could yell at them, kick them out to eat their dinner outside in the cold. The same person Okay, not on that particular Saturday to me, but a few days before that, she had an incident to handle. However, all the people staying in the shelter witnessed her being so enthusiastically to run to her desk for a mace. She wanted to mace this person with a mental health issue. By the time she got the mace so quickly and aimed at that particular person actually asked her, "Are you going to mace me?" She said, "Yeah," and she started macing her. Afterwards, then she said, "Let's get some water to help her clean it out." But the pain is already there. It was horrible. This person was crying and screaming. I do not understand why somebody untrained for the place, for the situation, can get a job. This goes to jail, this goes to drug treatment center, of course, in the homeless shelter all the time. Now, let's go back to the Saturday before Martin Luther King Jr.'s day. The same person actually threatened me to throw me out in the cold with at that time I had a shirt which was thinner than this one, without jacket. Why? Because I was talking to another person staying at the shelter. It was actually a calm, peaceful talk. That person only complained to me that the staff did not let her use the restroom. They put her sitting at the corner. I did not know what happened when I walked into the lobby. So I just told her, "Oh, calm down. Let's take a deep breath," trying to calm her down. So the staff did not stop me talking to her, but this particular security officer actually came after me without any staff asking her to assist, because there was no hostile situation. She threatened me to throw me out at that time, so I made a mistake. Just like the first incident I reported to you. I said, "Well, who are you to tell people they cannot talk to other people?" She still insisted, so I asked her honestly, "Are you threatening me?" She still did not back down. This is the treatment people get when you are one of the undesirable people. Doesn't matter where you are, county jail, drug treatment center, or homeless shelter. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next.
That's all I have.
All right. I need a motion to approve the minutes as printed on the agenda for January the 22nd, 2019 Committee of the Whole and January the 22nd, 2019 regular meeting. Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The minutes are approved. Is there a message from the county executive?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I just wanted to let the council know that Paul Clark, who's the regional president of PNC Bank, is retiring. He has been a great community leader and a great partner to us here in the county. For us, most important, he co-chaired our efforts to double the number of children in high-quality pre-K in our UPK program and helped us to raise $13 million from the community. He's continued to co-chair the coalition to make sure the funds are being spent properly and wisely, and to make sure that the UPK program is successful and sustainable. So we'll miss him. His successor I've met, Pat Pistori. I've been assured that he will continue PNC's and his involvement in the community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Legislation introduced by council, consideration of a resolution of council for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution number 2019-0038, reappointing Deborah Southerington to serve on the Cuyahoga County Personnel Review Commission for the term March 8th, 2019 through March 7th, 2025.
This will be referred to Human Resources. Committee report and consideration of a resolution of council for second reading.
Resolution number 2019-0023, adopting the 2019-2033 Solid Waste Management Plan Update for the Cuyahoga County Solid Waste Management District.
And this item will move to the February 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption. Consideration of a resolution of council for third reading adoption.
Resolution number 2019-0004, adopting various changes to the Cuyahoga County non-bargaining classification plan.
Move to adopt.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. Resolution is adopted. Consideration of ordinances of council for first reading and referral to committee.
Ordinance number 2019-0002, amending section 208.01 of the Cuyahoga County Code to provide for the periodic appointment of the Cuyahoga County Citizens Advisory Council on Equity.
This will be referred to Human Resources.
Ordinance number 2019-0003, amending Chapter 501 of the Cuyahoga County Code to change the contracts and purchasing procedures.
This will be referred to Public Works. Committee report and consideration of an ordinance of council for second reading.
Ordinance number 2019-0001, enacting Chapter 809 and amending Section 704.01 of the Cuyahoga County Code to establish the Cuyahoga County Housing Program.
This item will move to the February 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption. Legislation introduced by the executive. Consideration of resolutions for first reading adoption under suspension of the rules. Could I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The rules have been suspended.
Resolution number 2019-0039, amending the 2018-2019 biennial operating budget for 2019 by providing for an additional fiscal appropriation from the general fund to meet the budgetary needs of a county department.
To adopt.
Second.
Mr. President, my colleagues, this is a special one-item fiscal agenda to amend the 2018-19 budget to appropriate $3,500,000 to hire 60 additional corrections officers, bringing our authorized strength from 615 to 675 as outlined in our plan to improve conditions at the county jail. Since it is already February and we have had challenges filling vacancies even at the current authorized strength level, it is probable that not all of the $3.5 million appropriation will be spent in 2019. I recommend approval on first reading suspension.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0040, approving an amendment to a collective bargaining agreement between Cuyahoga County and Fraternal Order of Police, Ohio Labor Council Incorporated, representing approximately 20 employees in the classification of Corrections Officer Sergeant at the Sheriff's Department for the period January 1, 2018 through December 31, 2020, to establish terms of the healthcare insurance reopener and to modify Article 22, directing that funds necessary to implement the amendment be budgeted and appropriated.
Move to adopt. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? This was discussed in executive session. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. Resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0041, approving a collective bargaining agreement between Cuyahoga County and Teamsters Local 436, affiliated with International Brotherhood of Teamsters, representing approximately 36 employees in 12 classifications at the Department of Public Works Maintenance for the period January 1, 2018 through December 31, 2020, directing that funds necessary to implement the collective bargaining agreement be budgeted and appropriated.
Move it to adopt.
Second.
Moved and seconded. This was also discussed in executive session. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Consideration of resolutions for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution number 2019-0042, confirming the county executive's appointment or reappointment of various mayors to serve on the Cuyahoga County Planning Commission, representing various regions for the term January 1, 2019 through December 31, 2021, as printed on the agenda.
Refer to HR.
Resolution number 2019-0043, confirming the county executive's appointment or reappointment of various individuals to serve on the Cuyahoga Regional HIV Health Services Planning Council for various terms as printed on the agenda.
Also referred to HR.
Resolution number 2019-0044, confirming the county executive's appointment of various individuals to serve on the Commission on Human Rights for the term March 1, 2019 through February 28, 2021, as printed on the agenda.
HR.
Resolution number 2019-0045, authorizing the Director of Public Works to execute and submit a loan application in the amount of $752,625 to Ohio Water Development Authority to finance a portion of the Bradford Road Relief Sewer and Pump Station Elimination Project in the city of Brecksville for the period October 22, 2018 through December 31, 2019, authorizing the county executive to accept said loan if approved.
Refer to Public Works.
Resolution number 2019-0046, making awards on requisition number 42655 to various providers in the total amount not to exceed $573,224 for Internet Service Provider services for the period January 1, 2019 through December 31, 2023, with the providers and in the amounts not to exceed as printed on the agenda.
Refer to Finance.
Resolution number 2019-0047, authorizing an amendment to contract number CE 1600-133 with Axon Enterprise Incorporated, formerly known as Taser International Incorporated, for Taser body cameras for the period July 1, 2016 through June 30, 2021, to extend the time period to December 31, 2023, to change the scope of services effective January 1, 2019, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $1,231,245.69.
Refer to Public Safety.
Resolution number 2019-0048, authorizing an amendment to a revenue-generating agreement with United Cerebral Palsy Association of Greater Cleveland Incorporated for lease of office space at the Green Road Services Center located at 4329 Green Road, Highland Hills, for the period May 1, 2016 through April 30, 2019, to extend the time period to December 31, 2019, and for additional revenue in the amount of $1.
Refer to Public Works.
Resolution number 2019-0049, making an award on requisition number 42489 to the Metro Health System in the amount not to exceed $850,000 for comprehensive medical services for families involved with the Division of Children and Family Services for the period January 1, 2019 through December 31, 2019.
Refer to Health and Human Services.
Resolution number 2019-0050, authorizing an amendment to a master agreement with various political subdivisions for community, school-based Closing the Achievement Gap and American Program services for the period January 1, 2018 through December 31, 2018, to extend the time period to December 31, 2019, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $511,800.
Refer to Education. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading adoption under suspension of the rules. Could I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Has been moved and seconded. All those in favor, say aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The rules are suspended.
Resolution number 2019-0027, confirming the county executive's appointment or reappointment of various individuals to serve on the Cuyahoga County Corrections Planning Board for the term January 1, 2019 through December 31, 2021, as printed on the agenda.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Mr. Chair, Meredith Turner, the new appointment came before the entire committee, and the Honorable Judge K.J. Montgomery submitted a letter for her reappointment. I respectfully request that we adopt the recommended appointments.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0028, confirming the county executive's appointment or reappointment of various individuals to serve on the Cuyahoga County Tax Incentive Review Council for the term January 1, 2019 through December 31, 2022, as printed on the agenda.
Moved and seconded.
Mr. Chair, these appointments and reappointments also came before the full body of the committee and expressed their desire to continue to serve or serve as appointed, and I respectfully request my colleagues' support.
Say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0029, confirming the county executive's appointment of various individuals to serve on the Cuyahoga County Division of Children and Family Services Advisory Board for the term March 1, 2019 through February 28, 2023, as printed on the agenda.
Second.
Mr. Chair, these candidates came before us and were quite diverse, well-qualified, and presented a depth of knowledge and experience that met the qualifications of the legislation. However, I do hear and appreciate the concerns that were brought to us by my constituent, Ms. Kimberly Brown, today, and suggest that perhaps we consider upon making amendments to this legislation with regards to the terms in the future, as well as future consideration for the activists from which this legislation was birthed. As it stands now, I respectfully request my colleagues' support to move to adopt.
In favor, say aye. Aye. Those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0030, making an award on requisition number 42083 to Advanced Server Management Group Incorporated in the amount not to exceed $1,121,800 for print management operations for the period January 1, 2019 through December 31, 2021.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Mr. President, Mike Chambers of Public Works came before the Public Works Committee on February 6, 2019. Put forth a pretty lengthy presentation. In short, this is going to be outsourcing, eventually completely outsourcing our printing and procurement process through the printing shop. In addition, the idea here is to save some money in the long run with respect to a few of the jobs through attrition. Again, this is something that has been in the works for quite a while, and they're looking to start this process and move along with this process. I believe most of my colleagues have probably been briefed on this as well, so I'm asking for your support on moving this forward on second reading suspension.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. Resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0031, making an award on requisition number 42355 to Josham Paper and Packaging Incorporated in the amount not to exceed $705,000 for janitorial cleaning supplies for the period March 1, 2019 through February 28, 2022.
Motion to adopt.
Moved and seconded.
Okay, and Mr. President, here, this is an award going out based on a reverse auction. There were RFP bids. 3 vendors met the requirement. We're looking at a savings of $18,476 annually over the current price over the term of the contract. We're talking about cleaning items for commercial custodial use. They put 65 cleaning items out there. So they're looking to get this moving along, and I'd ask for my colleagues' support on second reading suspension on this as well.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0032, authorizing a contract with RPF Properties in the amount not to exceed $570,116.92 for lease of office space and parking spaces for the Meadowbrook Market Square Plaza Auto Title Bureau, located at 22121 Rockside Road, Bedford, for the period February 1, 2019 through April 30, 2024.
Motion to adopt. And Mr. President, Mr. Myers came before the same Public Works Committee on the same date to discuss this resolution here. This is an attempt to have 3 services at one location for more convenience for our constituents. This places the auto title, BMV, testing, and license bureau all at the same location. It's renewable options determined at the time of renewal. Again, this is part of the process of consolidating the License Bureau offices that the county's partaking in. So I'd ask for my colleagues' support on this as well. It's second reading suspension.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0033, authorizing a purchase and sale agreement with McGregor Pace in the amount of $2,500,000 for property located at 14800 Private Drive, East Cleveland, permanent parcel number 673-26018, 673-27066, 673-27049, and 673-27050.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
And this resolution here is also a sale of property. It was property that was controlled and maintained by the Cuyahoga County Board of Developmental Disabilities. County holds title, and they wanted to sell the property due to consolidation. We had a presentation by Allegro Realty, as well as presentations by Ms. Kelly Petty of the CBDD. And this is a good fiscal move by the county, a good sale all the way around, we think. So we're asking for support at second reading suspension on this as well.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0034, authorizing the appropriation of real property for reconstruction and widening of Sprague Road, Phase 1, from Webster Road to West 130th Street in the cities of Middleburg Heights, North Royalton, Parma, and Strongsville, directing the county executive through the Department of Public Works to proceed with the acquisition of real property required for public highway purposes, authorizing the fiscal officer to issue the monetary warrants to be deposited with the probate court of Cuyahoga County in an amount that is equal to the fair market value of the property.
Motion to adopt. And this resolution, Ms. Nicole English came before the Public Works Committee to explain this resolution. This is the acquiring of property by the county for the widening of Sprague Road. It involves a total of 108 parcels total. This is allowing authority to appropriate through eminent domain to get this project done, and we're requesting second reading suspension on this. I ask my colleagues' support on this as well.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0037, authorizing a contract with Child Care Resource Center of Cuyahoga County, doing business as Starting Point, in the amount not to exceed $1,974,636 for management, administration, and implementation of various supportive services for the Universal Pre-Kindergarten Program for the period January 1, 2019 through December 31, 2019.
So this, if I may, Council President, this was heard in committee, this matter, last Wednesday, and the committee heard that this contract is necessary to administer the pre-K program and how we're in the process to combine UPK 1 and 2 into one program, and this is assisting us in getting on track with both of those programs under one contract. So I ask for your support.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Consideration of resolutions for third reading adoption.
Resolution number 2018-0266, designating eligible institutions as public depositories of active and interim funds of Cuyahoga County, authorizing various bank depository agreements for deposits of said public funds, each in the deposit limit amount not to exceed $200 million for the period November 1, 2018 through August 23, 2021, in accordance with the Uniform Depository Act of Ohio, with the banks as printed on the agenda.
Move to adopt. Mr. President, my colleagues, this resolution simply adds 3 banks, Chemical Bank, Huntington Bank, and J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, to the county's list of eligible depositories to fulfill a state requirement. Note that there will be an RFP issued for actual bank services later in the year, at which time it will be appropriate to include community benefit considerations in making our decisions on our banking contracts going forward. Finance and Budget Committee unanimously recommends approval, and this resolution went through the full 3 readings.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it, the resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0012, confirming the county executive's reappointment of various individuals to serve on the Cuyahoga County Corrections Planning Board for an unexpired term ending January 1, 2022, as printed on the agenda.
Second.
Council President, these individuals, with the exception of Chief Violin, all came before the committee and expressed their interest in continuing to serve on this committee. Mr. Violin submitted a letter, and I respectfully request my colleagues' support.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it, the resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0013, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Keith J. Libman to serve on the Cuyahoga County Audit Committee for an unexpired term ending December 31, 2022.
Second.
Council President, this gentleman also came before the committee and has the qualifications necessary to fulfill this appointment, and I respectfully request my colleagues' support.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it, the resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0017, declaring that public convenience and welfare requires resurfacing Ridge Road from Memphis Avenue to Dennison Avenue in the cities of Brooklyn and Cleveland. Total estimated project cost $2,121,800. Finding that special assessments will neither be levied nor collected to pay for any part of the county's costs of said improvement.
Move to adopt. Second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0018, declaring that public convenience and welfare requires resurfacing Brainerd Road from Cedar Road to Wilson Mills Road in the cities of Highland Heights and Lyndhurst. Total estimated project cost $3,708,286. Finding that special assessments will neither be levied nor collected to pay for any part of the county's costs of said improvement.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Miscellaneous committee reports.
Mr. President, my colleagues, Finance and Budget Committee, will meet on our Monday holiday schedule, which is next Thursday, February 21st at 1 p.m., to consider the item referred at today's committee, and also to have a makeup session with Zig Burzens on the ERP project to replace the session that we lost due to sub-zero weather last week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. President, Public Works Procurement and Contracting Committee will meet on March 6th at 10 a.m. at its regular scheduled time. There's some items that we want to move forward on. Thank you.
Thank you.
President, safety, Tuesday, 1 o'clock.
Health and Human Services on 2/20 at 1 p.m.
Council President, the Human Resource Appointment and Equity Committee meeting is, and hopefully we'll be meeting on the 19th at our regularly scheduled time of 10 o'clock.
All right. Any miscellaneous business? Seeing none, this meeting is adjourned.